Hi, Coach. Last time you faced this team, it was a pretty big defensive letdown. They went for 143 with a ton in the second half. But since then, your team has gotten much better statistically on the defensive side of things. What do you see as different about the Pelicans now versus that last meeting on the defensive side of the ball?
Well, I just think we've put more into it. Guys have played a little bit harder. We're still not anywhere near where we need to be, but we have gotten better, and I think a lot of it has just been better disposition, better effort on the part of our guys.
Glad had his best night last night in more than a month. What's the key to getting him going tonight?
He just needs to play. He needs to be Eric Bledsoe. He's been in this league for 10 years. He knows how to play basketball. He's a good player. He's just got to go out and play with confidence and play his game and not overthink things.
Coach Jackson Hayes listed as questionable. Any update on his status for tonight?
No, I haven't heard anything. I was just wondering that before I came in. I don't know.
As far as Dallas, obviously they're playing very well right now. Porzingis has been just such a tough matchup, even if Luke is playing or not. As far as getting out on Porzingis, how difficult of a matchup is that?
Well, it's tough. I don't know if he's going to play tonight. I mean, he's listed as doubtful, so, or at least the last I saw he was. So I don't know if he'll play. But, yes, you have to cover a lot of ground. I think anybody in the pick and roll as a screener who can both pop and shoot the three or drive the ball effectively and roll as hard as he does and score makes it very, very difficult. And then his size, he can get shots off even if the defense is good. So, yeah, really tough matchup.
Hey Stan, Christian Clark here. Is there any idea when the injury occurred with Jackson?
It's when he fell going out of bounds. So he landed on it wrong.
Hey, Chuck, you're on mute.
Sorry about that. Stan, two things. Your new guys, are they available to you tonight?
They are.
Okay. And when did it become apparent to you that you could use Zion in a point forward type of situation to mix it up for him? It seems to have made the game a lot easier for him.
I don't know if it's made it easier, Chuck. In a lot of ways, it's made it tougher. There's not as much rest time for him. But as far as, I think we knew right from the beginning. Just watching film, watching New Orleans play last year, those skills are there. It's a matter of decision making and everything else. And the only way he's going to get to where he needs to be in that kind of role is to play it. And I think the last couple of the Denver games, both of which were close games. He was the guy handling the ball, initiating offense down the stretch in the fourth quarter all the time. So, that's really, really what he needs is the experience doing it. He's been effective, but he's going to make mistakes like any young guy, and especially a guy playing a new position. So, I've been really happy with his progress, though, and certainly the skills and the intelligence and all of that are there.
Hey, Sam, what kind of, he's a ways away from playing, obviously, but what kind of asset will JJ Redick be for the Mavericks or any team that obviously values outside shooting?
Well, listen, with JJ, you get experienced, smart, tough, and can shoot the ball. So, who wouldn't want that making a playoff run? He started the year slow this year, but then he was playing really, really well. And over the last few weeks he was here, he was back to himself, shooting 46% from three, and obviously just putting another guy out there who's a reliable shooter, but also doesn't get enough credit. I think he's not going to make defensive mistakes. He's going to be in the right place. He's a smart, tough guy, and he's been in a lot of big games, so nothing's going to bother him. He'll help them a great deal.
Hey Stan, last one for me real quickly. Anytime you are incorporating new pieces in the middle of the season, what is that process like in terms of, here's the bare minimum we have to show you before we're ready to throw you out in the court?
Yes, well, these guys have had plenty of preparation. We had about 10 minutes with them today on the court before the game, and so you know, if we need them tonight, they'll be fine. I mean, you know, I think everything should be very, very smooth with the time we had with them. I mean, you know, listen, it just takes time. You do it little by little, and you know, you hope other guys sort of help them get oriented, and you know, they go out and play the game. So,
Great, thanks, Coach.
all right.